So I forgot something. Pardon me just a moment. That's better.
Big Dash knows what?
Hello and welcome to Big Dash Knows. Big Dash knows what? Last time I checked, it was 24-3. The New York Giants losing to the Seattle Seahawks. I'm sure about this time, it's either still 24-3 and the New York Giants are off the field, or, you know, maybe we got a garbage point or something, but I doubt that the way we were looking. Oh my God, what a horrible game. On prime time again. Awful. And just think, we would have had another primetime game, you know, Sunday against the Buffalo Bills. I'm pretty sure that's getting flexed. That's how bad. That's how bad we look. I want to apologize to a lot of people. I spent a lot of the off season going through mini camp, training camp, preseason, talking about what the New York Giants should be able to do, how they might look, how things can be different. You know, a second year under the system. I want to apologize for that. I really want to apologize for that. And pardon the background. As you can see, there's nothing here. I moved. Didn't have a chance to either set up, you know, the background or anything like that. Got wires hanging and all that in the background, but man, I just wanted to turn on the camera real quick and just talk about this game. Just talk about this game and just how bad this game was. I don't know, you know, what we're doing on offense. I kind of have an idea of what's happening with the defense, but at the end of the day, nobody cares. Nobody cares about, except for Daniel Jones. Except for when it comes to Daniel Jones, nobody cares about anything else. Like 9 sacks, you give up 9 sacks, and who knows? I walked away when it was 5 minutes left in the game. Who knows? We might have got another sack. 9 sacks in the game. 9 sacks given up to the 29th ranked defense. That's horrible. I don't care who was on our offensive line. I do care that John Michael Schmitz was hurt. Ben Bredesen went out again. And I'm not even worried about right now pointing fingers at anybody. It doesn't matter. You can point at everybody on the team. You can go down the sideline and point at the water boy and say, water boy, you were horrible tonight. Everybody was horrible tonight. Ronnie Barnes, you were horrible tonight. You with the first down marker guy, you were horrible tonight. The guy providing the Gatorade or mixing the Gatorade in the jugs, you were horrible tonight. Everybody, horrible tonight. But Daniel Jones. Yes, the offensive line was horrible. Yes, I understand that. Yes, it's 9 sacks. Yes, we're at almost 30 sacks for the season. I think it's some outrageous number, the amount of sacks that we have given up. But to have a 9 sack game, but like I said, the big story, Daniel Jones. I know you didn't have a chance to really do much tonight at all. I know it. But nobody cares. All they're going to talk about is how much money you're getting paid, and the results are what the results are. That's all anybody's going to care about at the end of the day. I'm trying to be. Actually, I'm not trying to be positive because I'm mad, but also I'm at the point again where you're losing a game so bad that you go from being mad to sad to laughing at how horrible you can look. And outside of Daniel Jones, there's a lot of things wrong with this team right now. So let me get away from the obvious and the talking point that everybody's going to talk about already. And I'm going to talk about a few other things. Special teams. Special teams. There's nothing special about the special teams. The only thing special about the special teams is a special situation of how that man is still the special teams coach. That's special to me. The way it's special how he's able to hold on to that position through 3 regimes. And the New York Giants have not done anything on special teams but look worse and worse and worse. Eric Gray, you know, you fumble. The punt, you're trying to field and you fumble. Luckily, we get it back. Then they put Adoree Jackson back there. And he's just a bona fide fair catcher. We're not getting anything from anybody. And it's just maddening. Now, we started the defense. Shout out to the defense for giving the offense opportunities to try to win this game. You had the opportunities to win this game. You had the opportunities to win this game and you did nothing with it. And I'm just like, why aren't we doing this? Why aren't we doing that? Is Dable calling the plays? Who's calling the plays right now? Dable took over the play calling. You know, you kind of get anxious, like, okay, Dable's taking over the play calling. But here we are in 2 situations where Dable has clearly taken over the play calling. So what's the point of having these guys on the staff right now? And the sad thing about it with Kafka is Kafka went from a head coaching candidate to right now on the hot seat as the OC. You go from being a hot name in the league for up and coming coaches to being just on the hot seat. Martindale, Wink, and shout out to Wink. I love Wink. He keeps it real. He keeps it real. The defense, you know, Kayvon Thibodeau looked better tonight. He made some plays. McKinney. Leonard Williams was fired up. Dexter Lawrence was fired up too. But Dexter Lawrence, I understand that, you know, you can't play Dexter Lawrence 99% of the snaps like you did last year. But damn it, you paid him $25 million per. I need to see him on the field, especially if it's 3rd down and the team is converting on that on that 3rd down. And I'm looking for Dexter Lawrence, and Dexter Lawrence is not on the field, and they converted. I'm even more upset. So another week, the New York Giants are 1-3. 1-3. And I can hear in the background, I can hear it. You hear it? Bells. I hear bells. They're calling the cows home. They're calling the cows home right now on my New York Giants, and I'm upset about that, man. I'm upset about it. I feel like I lied to everybody. But I also don't feel like I'm lying, because everything that I talked about what I thought this team could do, what we would see, we haven't even seen that yet. We're doing little. We're doing little to nothing of anything that anybody expected. Nothing. We're not doing anything that any content creator for the New York Giants football that talked about offense and schemes and what this offense could look like with a guy like Darren Waller and Jalen Hyatt and Saquon Barkley, which Saquon Barkley hasn't played for, you know, how long now. But Andrew Thomas didn't play, but we're not seeing any of it. And one of the main things that we complained about was offensive line depth. And we've been complaining about offensive lines for 4 regimes, if you're counting Tom Coughlin. Like, we've been complaining about the offensive line, and we still haven't gotten that fixed. So there's a couple of names. You could put them in a couple of baskets. And those names are written on pink slips. In my opinion, pink slips Somebody has to pay for this. Somebody has to pay for this. Because the New York Giants are paying. The fans are paying for sure. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Next week is Miami. The week after that is Buffalo. And my expectations right now are very low. Very low. And I'm mad about that. That makes me the most mad about this whole situation is I don't know where to go from here. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to root for my team because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going down with the ship, of course. I'm not jumping on any kind of lifeboat. I don't want to raft. I don't want to hop on a buoy and float. I'm going down with the ship. Now, if the ship does not go down, I can say, I'm happy that. But right now, I'm getting upset. I'm upset already, but I'm really getting upset because that was a bad Seahawks team that really didn't want to win the game. Their offense wasn't moving. They scored touchdowns off of offensive turnovers. Scoop, interception on the goal line. Guy takes it 90-something yards. What are we doing? Brian Dable's on the sideline throwing the freaking whatever that thing's called, the notebook. I don't know what it's called. The iPad, whatever it's called, Dable tossed that. He tossed it. But man, I'm at a loss for words. I'm talking a lot, but mentally I'm drained. I'm stressed out. Again, I got a lot of stuff going on. You see, I got to try to put this studio back together. Make it look nice for the people that's tuned in. Salute to y'all. But man, it is awful. It's disgusting. It's despicable. I can't wait to hear what the coach is going to say. Like the post-game presser, I'm curious to see what he's going to say. And I'm also curious to see, what the beat writers are going to ask. Because this was disgusting. Disgusting. Horrible. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And people are going to laugh. People are going to say that I'm right. And right now it feels like people were right. And I was wrong. And if this season ends up being what it is, I don't know, man. I don't know. How do you get beat by San Francisco, you come back to a home game to Seattle and you look worse. You look worse at home than you did away. That's the old New York Giants. That's not whatever. I'm just upset. Again, there's a lot of things that went wrong tonight, and it's just despicable and sickening. So here's the thing. I want to thank everybody for vibing with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It's a rant. That's all you're gonna get is a rant. I don't have anything good to say right now. You did it to me again, Giants. Come on, man. You did it to me again. 1-3, going to Miami, and this thing could be 1-4, 1-5. It could get real ugly. And with Aaron Rodgers not being with the Jets, that game has lost all type of luster for me as well. I'm just going to end it. I'm ending it with that. Shout out to y'all for tuning in. Man, it was ugly. Shout out to y'all.